Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me back here on Kerry's Corner. And today is what I like to call the summer checkup. Now, I made this video. I'm going to try and do it in one full take. So there's probably going to be a little mess ups here and there. But you know what? It kind of makes it a little fun, doesn't it? But nevertheless, it's late here. I'm in Southern California. So I just wanted to really get this video out and see how everybody's doing for the summer. Now, just keep in mind that I understand that there's been holidays leading into summer and throughout the summer. You know, there's holidays here and there that we're maintaining our diet. Now, look, I even have cheat days, so I'll have like a really good meal, you know, a highly caloric meal. Sometimes I'll have Thai food or Mexican food or Italian food, and that's okay because your body responds to consistency. So if you are consistently good with your diet and consistently good with your exercise regimen, having a cheat day now and then will be all fine, okay? I just want to make sure that we're not going off track too much because all that hard work that you put in for the summer, I don't want you to come into the winter time, you know, once we leave summer to be like, now I put on extra pounds. So just be cognizant of that, okay? Consistency, remember that. So here's actually take two.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Because I kind of screwed up the last one. So there is one cut here. But nevertheless, what have I been doing for the summer? Well, I've been playing hockey on Sundays, and I want to do a quick shout out to my teammates on the Hellbenders. We've had a few challenging games here in the past, but you know what? I feel good about it. I think we're going to come out here with a win here shortly. And a special shout out to Chris, the captain. Thank you, sir, for having me on the team. It's a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you having me on the team. So that's definitely something I've been doing on Sundays. I also have been doing some, some photo shoots to promote the channel. I'll put some of them right up in here. If you haven't seen them, I put them on like Snapchat and I put them on my Facebook. But if you haven't seen them, I'll put some up here. I also have some frequently asked questions that I'm going to answer here. You know, sometimes I pass people, you know, either on the pool or just in general, and people will ask me some fitness questions. So that, you know what, let me just write a few of them down, and then I'll ask them and then answer them while I'm doing one of my Kerry's Corner videos. So without further ado, how about we dive into some of these questions and then we can wrap this thing up, right? So, okay. So, yeah. With age comes the glasses, right? Anyway. Okay. So when did you start getting into fitness? I really got into fitness probably in my late teens. Actually, I'll probably post a picture right here. I got into fitness in my late teens and probably junior and senior year in high school. You know, when I was in high school, I really didn't turn many heads of the girls that I went to high school with because I wasn't on the football team and I wasn't on the baseball team. And, you know, I wasn't, you know, really muscular. I mean, I was lean, right? And I was fit, but I wasn't like really muscular. So the girls that I kind of had a crush on really didn't bat an eyelash at me. But I used that as fuel to really help me get into fitness. So, you know, I would go home and I would put my history book and my science book in my backpack and my Trapper Keeper. Remember the Trapper Keeper? I remember the Trapper Keeper. And I would curl that, and then I would, you know, with my yearbook open, I'd do push-ups. So I really started probably in my late teens and early 20s. But then I probably dialed my diet in probably in my late 20s. So, you know, because I was so active at a younger age that I really didn't gain much bad weight. I was always really lean. So I think at the end of the day, you know, just being fit and being active most of my life really helped me just lay that foundation to be where I am today. Okay, so there was that. Okay, next question. I am a middle-aged father who has a beer belly. Where do I start in order to get rid of it? Diet, hands down. A lot of times people don't take in consideration, it's not just what you eat, it's also what you drink. So alcohol is a big thing. You know, I've actually got this question from a gentleman down at the pool, and I would, so how much alcohol do you consume? And he consumes like 2 or 3 alcoholic beverages almost a day, and those are empty calories. So, you know, you have to curb the alcohol. You have to make sure that, you know, your cheat day doesn't turn into cheat days. So, diet is the number one thing, and just make sure that you're staying active. You know, you don't have to be at the gym all the time. You don't have to be at the gym 5 6 days a week, but you know, if you know, you curb your diet and your activity level is elevated, your body is going to need those extra, you know, fatty acids that your body is holding on to for the energy, so you will inevitably lose it. So diet is, in my opinion, is the number one thing. Next question. What in your opinion is the hardest part about staying fit? Consistency. Consistency is the hardest part about staying fit, hands down. Because there's a lot of people that get gung-ho about getting into shape and working out, and then, you know, 2 3 weeks in, they're like, whatever. Or peer pressure. You know, they go over to their buddy's place and they're always eating pizza, or they're always eating fast food, and they you know, they start eating it, they get off the wagon, and you know, so consistency, that is the hardest part. You have to stay consistent with your diet and your exercise regimen in order for your body to get the results. 4 to 6 weeks on average, right, is when your body starts seeing results, and a lot of people just end up not, you know, not staying with it. So that to me is the number one thing. All right, next question. What are some of the shows you like to watch on your downtime? Well, I have a really good friend, my best friend, Christina. We watch shows all the time. The number one show that we watch is probably Mandalorian. And then we also watch Fear of the Walking Dead. We watch the new show Loki, the Last Kingdom, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Vikings. Now, we used to watch Ray Donovan. I loved that show. But when COVID hit, what happened? They started hacking all these shows. Punisher, because I guess Netflix was bought out, or the Punisher from Netflix was bought out by Disney Plus, and there was a crisscross. So they said, oh, you know what, we're just going to cancel it. But the rumor is they might bring the Punisher back. I don't know, you know, if that's, you know, overly accurate or not, but I hope it is, because I like that show. Jupiter's Legacy. I was watching Jupiter's Legacy, but again, they had that for one whole season, and they hacked that too. They canceled it. So there's a lot of you know, good shows, and I know I'm probably missing, you know, 1 or 2 that are just in hiatus, and I'm just waiting to come back. But you know, there's a list of a few of them. Next question. What are your thoughts on steroids and HGH? I don't condone anyone using anything illegal. Let's get that out of the way. So I don't condone anyone using anything illegal. Okay, I mean, I was even going to be a police officer a while back. So, however, look, if your fitness journey and for you to get across the fitness finish line is to utilize steroids, I mean, perfectly good example. So think about this. Bodybuilders use steroids. You know, the most famous bodybuilders who? Arnold Schwarzenegger. He used steroids. Ronnie Coleman. He used steroids. It is physically impossible for the human body to get that large with that much muscle mass without steroids. It just is. It's biologically impossible. Okay? I don't condone it, but if that's what your journey is, go for it. HGH, which is kind of like a step down, human growth hormone. I have dated a few women that have been on HGH, and it has worked wonders with them. It helps them trim down. They get some wonderful attributes. They get great muscle tone, and help them compete in, you know, bikini competitions. And again, you know, it worked for them. I definitely like the results, but you know, is it for everybody? No. But, you know, again, if that's a part of your fitness, you know, fitness goal, so be it. Okay, next question. In regards to relationships, what do you feel are the keys to success? Great question. Hands down, It's communication. The key to all relationships is communication, whether that be with your parents or your siblings or your boss at work. It's communication. Now, when it has to deal with like a romantic relationship, look, I have had my fair share of long-term relationships, and I have often said that what you extrapolate from the relationship and the lessons you've learned really helps make you into a better person. You know, you can learn from the lessons or you can be jaded forever, but you can even be both. I mean, I've been both. But what you learn really helps define the person that you are from the actions you take. Okay. So communication, pro tip, don't say to someone that you're a great communicator when you're not, because when the fairy dust settles and the rainbows are covered by some clouds and you're starting to have hard times, because remember, relationships aren't always easy. They're not. Okay. And what's going to get you through is being able to effectively communicate with your partner, whether that be, when your needs change or emotions that you need to express. At the end of the day, communication will help you compromise and then move forward no matter what it is. But don't just say it, you got to do it. Okay? Next question. My son is an athlete and wants to gain weight, but he eats everything and doesn't gain a pound. What can he do to bulk up? Well, there are tons of supplements out there that will help him do that. There's weight gainers. I know I used to take a weight gainer back in my late 20s, and it's basically like a protein shake with a lot of calories. I think, some of them are, I think the one that I used to take, one shake was over 3,000 calories, something crazy. But, just keep in mind, don't just drink that. You also want to keep up with your exercise and your resistance training, your weight training, because, protein is the building block of muscle, right? So you want to make sure that, you are toning your body and shaping your body as you're lifting weights. You just don't want to gain bad weight. You just don't want to get, saggy and flabby all over. You want to make sure that you're toning your body so you're shaping all those muscles, because again, since protein is the building block of muscle, as you're tearing those microfibers in the muscle tissue, and then the body says, wait a minute, I need to protect myself, so I'm going to rebuild what was ripped and build more so it doesn't happen again. You need that protein in the body, so you're building that muscle, that lean muscle mass, right? So again, there's tons of weight gainers that are out there that can do it. And, make sure that, he's also eating plenty of carbohydrates, because again, carbs are a quick energy source. And if your body doesn't utilize it, then it's going to store it. Okay. So again, supplements, make sure there's plenty of calories, carbs, and proteins. Okay. Next and last question. Hey, it's the last question. Why did I create this channel? Another great question. The reason I created this channel, well, let me drink plenty of water, by the way. Gotta drink plenty of water. I've been a certified personal trainer, and I've acquired a lot of fitness knowledge. I don't have any children of my own, and I never will. And if I can leave this world with something, it would be my knowledge of fitness. And my legacy would be how I can motivate and inspire somebody to be fit. If I can change one person's life by just course correcting them a little bit to be more fit and have a more rewarding life by having more confidence by the way that they look, and increasing their overall health by just being fit, by having a better diet and increasing their exercise routine, I feel I've done an amazing job. So, when COVID hit, I realized, hey, I can utilize this time to show someone how to work out in the comfort of their home instead of going to a gym, because the gyms were closed at that time. Now, of course, as I've said in multiple past videos, that you get a better overall workout in a gym because of the amount of machines and the different weights and stuff like that. But at the time, we didn't have it because all the gyms were closed, especially here in Southern California. So I utilized that as a catalyst to really start this channel, to motivate people and inspire them to be more fit. And, again, not to sound redundant, but if that could be my legacy, that I have motivated and inspired people to lead a more fulfilling life by being fit, then I think I've done a great job. And that's why I did this channel. And that's it. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for watching Kerry's Corner. And guys, have a wonderful summer. And until next time, be fit, get strong, stay healthy.